All right, we're gonna try to quick flip 100 into 200 again. We'll do the same thing we were doing with the 6 and the 8. For some reason, the screen share is super laggy today, so apologies for that. However, I can see it fine on my screen. So let's roll. There was just a 7 out. They're coming out looking for a new point. And see what we do. Come out 7, 4, 3. Doesn't do anything for us. We're going to try to do the same thing we did last time, just playing the 6 and the 8. I know a lot of people just blast across and let it rock. The problem with that is with $100, you got one crack at it. So we're going to try to play smart. We are going to try to play smart, quick flip, and we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. Let's get a point set though, shall we? 6. All right, 6 it is. You can go $12 6, $12 8, $24 total. Again, that'll give us like 4 cracks at it. Might branch out to some other numbers. Don't want combats. Might branch out to some other numbers if the opportunity presents itself. But we'll just go $12 6, $12 8 for the time being. $10, big one on the end. Still got our 6 and 8, $12. Sometimes, you know, the patience. You got to have the patience with these games. $5. Been 2 hits for the blast across. You do need 6 hits though to double up, unless you're pressing. If you're pressing on them, theoretically, you're gonna need probably 4. You could get away with 3, possibly 2 if you have back-to-back-to-backs, but you need at least 3 hits minimum, 6 if you're all the same number. Or 5, whatever it is. 3, 1, 4. No 6s or 8s. Let's go, dice. Give us some 6s and some 8s. Another 5. That would have been a pressed up hit there if we blasted. There's an 8, 5, 3. All right, we'll take that. 12 is going to pay us 14. I'm going to press it up to 24. You could collect that hit if you wanted to, but I am not, obviously. I am going to press. Don't want the combat. Come on. There we go. I'm going to press it. 24. Bang, 5, 3, 8. That's beautiful. Now you have a decision if you want to collect this one. It'll give you another crack at it, or if you want to press it again. Up to you. I'm going to press it again. We'll take it to, let's call it 42. Damn, 6-1. All right. Well, could have collected. We pressed. Is what it is. We'll give it a run on the next shooter here. Only lost $12 on that one total, so not the end of the world. Not the best thing, obviously, either. Patience, my friends. Patience. That's what we got to have. And I'm sorry for the laggy screen. It looks great on my end. Like, you can see it. It looks phenomenal on my end. I don't know why this screen share is working so crappy. Ace deuce on the come out. See, maybe I'll put the Wi-Fi back on. I had it off because what's it called? It's stormy here, so the Wi-Fi is in and out. But let's see if this makes it any better. Looks to be slightly better at the minute, but we'll find out. Maybe that's my issue. Probably not, though. We'll see. All right, 10's the point. Got the hard 10. All right, again, $12.06, $12.08. $9. You can't see the 5 because I'm blocking it. There it is, down there. 5-4. There's a 6, 5-1. Again, that's going to go to 24. $4-2-6. There we go. Again, could collect here. This is going to be the second shooter in a row. We've had back-to-backs, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go to 42. I was a nickel short. There we go. Go to 42. If you look at the rack, got 54 out there, 76 in the rack. That's 130 total. Another 9. 5-4. Yep. Yizzo. We don't care. We want another 6. We get another 6, it'll make it actually kind of interesting. Because if we get another 6, I want to get ahead of myself, but if we get another 6, it's going to pay us 49. We'll be close. It won't be quite there, but we'll be close. There it is. There's the 4-2. All right, let's take a look where we're at right now. Let's see. Once I get paid, it's going to pay 49. It's going to say 91 because it adds the bet together with it. All right, so that's 167 in the rack with the 12 out there. We're gonna go down to just a $12.06 again. That'll leave us 155 in the rack. Could press these up, obviously, again. Probably should press them, but there's the 8. 6-2. And yes, I know could be there at goal already, but we're not. 181. We're going to press up the 8 to 24. Basically, we'll take it 3 steps up and we'll regress back down. Again, 156 in the rack, or 157 in the rack, 36 out there. Uno mas hit will have us at goal. Yo. And if I'm playing on a regular table, my 6 would not be regressed all the way down. I would have came down to like 30 maybe. I'd keep pressing though because it was paid for already, so I'd keep pressing. But when we're trying to do something like this, I'm trying to bring it back to the point where I don't have to worry about it, even if I do lose it. So that's why I did it on a regular craps table. I'd be pressed up, and we got a 5-2. All right, well, that shooter is done with. Got some hits though. We're okay. We're okay. That was shooter number 2. Good run there from that shooter. So I guess the regression looks good now, right? Hindsight's always 20/20. 157 in the rack. If you're good with 50% profit, you're done. But Degen's not good with 50. We're trying to double, right? We're trying to double up. I may eat my words. It may come to bite me in the behind, but see what happens here. Let us see what happens. It's a 1 and something else. I can't see what it is on my screen either, so don't worry. You're not missing out on anything. I can't see it. We'll switch the camera view, hopefully. Mid-table. It's pretty bad. I could be a dealer on this game. I already know all the calls that they make. Know when to go to the monitor and be like, mid-table. Mid-table view. There's the mid-table. 617 on the come out. All right. Doesn't matter for us. Again, we don't work anything, so we don't care. Let's get a point set, and let's get some 6s and 8s. Come on. All right, 8's the point. So we're going to go again, $12 6, $12 8. Screen's a little sensitive. Keep placing them in the come. Aces. In both the places. I had a few people in my last video ask me about like prop bets on here. There's no hot bets. There's no like bonus bets. So there's no ATS bets, no fire bets, nothing like that. It's basic craps. You can see the bets on the screen. This is the most advanced betting screen you can have on this game. So obviously straight box numbers. You have your pass, don't pass, come DC. There's a 6-2-8 frontline winner. We'll take that. Field, hard ways, and then you do have the horn bets. There is no straight up horn, but you can bet them individually. I'm going to get this set up. It's going to be off on the come out, but we're going to set it up for $24 for when we do get the point set again. But that's basically it. You can bet the any 7 and you can bet the any crap. There is a C and E. That's it. There's no nothing more complex than that. So for those who are asking, there you go. There's the yo on the come out. And if you take a look at the rack, right, we got $36 in bets, $135 in the rack. Add it together, you get $171. Aces, again, sometimes that horn action on the come out, man. So it'd be nice if they had like a world bet or something like that. They don't. You can make your own, obviously. You can make your own world bet, but again, for this kind of challenge, we're just trying to play 6 and 8, conservative. Yes, I know other people want to see you just blast across. For some people, that's not financially responsible. Well, for everybody, it's not really financially responsible, but for some people, $100, that's all they take with them, right? So you want one crack at it? That doesn't sound like fun to me. I'd rather have a couple cracks at it. What do we got? We got a 6 and we got another yo. So we want what? Yo, aces, yo. Yep. Yo, aces, yo. Let's get a point, shall we? Preferably not the 8. Let's hit the 8 when the puck's on. All right, we got a 9. Give me an 8, shooter. Give me an 8. Why do I want the 8 so bad? Well, 71 plus 28 would be the winning on that. would be 99. That'd be basically there minus $1, and I'm not going to chase the dollar. So we get a hit on the 8, we hit goal. We get a hit on the 6. Well, we're going to keep working. Aces. The dice are horny. They are horny. Midnight. Jeez. See, this is making me want to start hitting the damn horn. Right? Hit the horn, the field, to something. Jeez. A lot of back-to-backs on the horns. A lot of back-to-backs. And these are the, the 30-1 double the bubbles. These are the good ones to be hitting. It's all right. Get a 6 or an 8 now. Come on. There's a 6. 5-1. So close, but yet so far. Right? Because this is going to 24. And in the rack we have, in the rack plus the bets, right? In the rack we have 137. In the bets we have 48. Add that together, you get 185. $15 away. If you want to call that good for yourself, you certainly can. I see the 1. I can't see what the other number is. It's a 6. Shebang. All right, let's pull our bets down here and let's take a look. As you can see, bottom left-hand corner, 213. That is a double up, quick and I don't want to say quick. It wasn't that easy. We had some struggles there, but took us a little bit of time, but we did double up playing just the 6 and the 8. See, it's possible to do it in a conservative manner. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you all. Don't forget, you all have a little DGen in you, and I will see you all real soon. Peace.